Yes, excellent connection. But what with video? Yes, we are live. So now should be everything should be fine because the previous connection was um, unleashed. That's why no one's seen it. And now we are waiting for some viewers and Q&A today. Haven't seen you for a while, everyone. So, how are you doing? Just let me know. It's been maybe over a year without any live translation. It's tough year, so don't blame me. Probably notice it as well. It's like maybe 3 or 4 already years. Tough one, but listening school is still alive, and I'm gonna do some changes here, and that's also why I wanted to see you live. uh all the questions appreciated here in chat, I'll answer on them. It's kind of tricky for me because I didn't speak for a while in English with my English audience, so it's I probably gonna be laggy a bit, but it's hopefully it's okay. And yeah, what about changes? I gonna make more live translations here, just because I don't have time and I don't have really like possibility and uh, money wise, right? To make more videos because I'm trying to make it's better quality. You see many changes. We are renting a studio, we are renting cameras, we are making good montage, and that's why it's getting more and more expensive. And that's why I want to make like mixed format, like live format, to make videos. And live it's also uh kind of video for YouTube as well. So I gonna do both things, right? To see you more often here, and YouTube probably will push channel better if they see constant live translations and also videos. What else? What else I want to say to you? We will definitely uh, make new not new courses. Yes, I have some courses in my mind. Maltese, it's already done, but it should be uh kind of, how to say it, оформленный, оформить, edit. Yeah, we need to edit it. So it's gonna be maybe a couple months more we need for it. And for sure we will have many updates of our old courses, because you know well, I have totally different mind about education, about how it should be, and I already changed many. У нас 7 человек. 7. Ah, okay. So what I told you already? I don't remember. That's hard. It's hard to keep everything in mind and speak in English. That's surprising me because when you're filming a video, when you have some certain plan in your head, and it's easier to formulate in your head what you want to say and then just go on. And when you talk straight without any answering, like straight talk, it's kind of it's kind of crazy and it's hard. Uh, what else? What else? Yeah, about lives. Probably it's gonna be like once a week. We're gonna see each other live. We're gonna put good time for it. And if you're watching it here, or just put a comment when it's the best time for you to watch it. Let's say, please say like Moscow time, because my time zone is Moscow time, and it's gonna be hard to check what was your time and then translate it to my uh, time, and that's gonna be tricky. So Moscow time and day, I think. Let's say Sunday, Saturday. Choose from those two, because probably there's gonna be many comments from different just different days, and it's gonna be hard to fit for everyone. So we're gonna make Q&A about everything, actually, about calisthenics. And the more we will do our lives, the better I'll speak, the better I will answer on questions, because it's about practice, as you probably know already, right? As many things in our life. So uh, every week we will see each other. If this will work good, it will definitely be like a main course of this channel, just live, maybe even live training. We will check what we can do. Maybe I can make some lives from studio and from here, from apartments, and I'll just make some training with you. We will see, just uh different plans in my mind, and we will see. You will definitely see videos as well, and more shorts, like short videos, because it's trending now, and not many people have time, or I have no idea what they don't have. It's not about time, actually. It's about mm, trends. Now shorts in trends, so everyone wants to learn something new, just in like 3 steps, really fast, and not more than 1 minute. Otherwise they lose their attention, and they just you know go away from the channel, don't hit subscribe, and forgot about you. That's why we're gonna also make more shorts, maybe some funny things. If you know that we have some calisthenics school in Instagram, you probably also noticed that we are about making more fun things, uh, also with education, and some articles. It's gonna be definitely there. And I want to get back my old school style, with the articles where I just have video or photo, and really long text with explanation about some different really in-depth things, like scapular retraction or protraction or whatever it is, because I do think that those who want to train smart, they train, and in calisthenics, right? They train with calisthenics school, and when we wanted to cover like basic things, it's of course more people, but it's also more experienced athlete with that. In Instagram also, with their articles, with their videos. My specific is like tricks, elements of calisthenics. That's why I want to make sure that I put all my attention on that. So that's what we gonna make in Instagram. It's also based on your feedback, of course. Uh, Глючит стрим. Сейчас нормально? Okay, now should be okay. Now should be okay. All right, so let's go with some questions. Any tips for forearm pain after planche release? Definitely change the rotation of your wrist. Like 45 degrees is the best one. If you still feel some pain, make sure that you warm them up good, and make sure that you do also some stretching of your wrist, which is also important. Not overstretch them. Not Don't do stretching before mm, workout. Just do it in different day with I don't know, shoulder stretch or overall stretch. It just will increase flexibility and also help you to avoid some injuries based on stiffness of your uh, joints, tendons, whatever, right? I remember your last live chat on YouTube. I learned so much. Thank you. Thank you. Uh, how to do how do you recommend to train for freestyle athlete? Which field? I think it's just a mistake. Which day? Uh, What do you mean by freestyle? It's about combination of static and dynamic. If yes, just let me know and just clarify a question because it's yeah, tricky question. It's really common, so it's hard to specifically answer on that one. What to do to get back uh, to exercising from long rest of injury and how to get back to shape fast as I was. Well, it's not about, yeah, of course, you can try to do it as fast as possible, eating good, resting good, paying all your attention on recovery. But the main thing that you should keep in mind that you shouldn't try to do it fast. You should try to do it quality wise, right? So just pay attention on the quality of rest, of recovery, and then you will get rid of your injury feedback and just get back in your shape. Of course, make sure that you pay enough attention on the on zone where you have injury, right? Good stretching out there. Of course, health stretching without any um, passive overstretch. I mean, like, when you overcome anatomical flexibility, right? It should be helpful stretch there. Combination of active and passive mobility. If you don't know what it is, check out, for example, my handstand course. You will see there what is passive and active flexibility and what's the difference. uh, Combination with a good sleep, food, overall recovery. It will give you smooth, maybe not fastest, but smooth way to recover and to get back into your shape. Uh, what are the best exercises for explosive pull-ups? Well, I already made some tip about explosive pull-ups on this channel. Definitely, the first one is just a trick, right? When you put something like hang something over the bar, for example, between the poles, you hang the rubber band or rope, whatever it is, right? And then try to kind of pull to it, right? When you have this visible point where you should pull, it's easier for you to overcome it. When you have a bar, you just go over with the chin, you get ready for it. But when you need to go till the chest and so on and so on, you don't have this visible point and visible Rubicon, right? So you just can't aim for it. When you place it somewhere there, it's easier for you to go there. It's just a trick, mind trick, right? About explosive power, is we have fast and slow fibers of our muscles, but we don't have like fibers for um, quick release, like quick. quick work, and that's why we need to work on neuromuscular connection there. So the best one for quick and explosive pull is just trying to do that. It's like practicing. Is a desired amount of sets one should I do weekly for the best hypertrophy? Oh, you know, about hypertrophy, the main thing that you should focus on when you work on hypertrophy is that you have enough stress with amount of sets and reps. uh, One of the helpful solutions to check if the like check the feedback of your body is pain afterwards, but not it's one of the, but not always the main and the one, because sometimes when you don't hurt it's okay, like you still have growth. But anyways, right, for hypertrophy is the main thing that you have needed amount of sets and reps to get this uh, stress for your body, also to do new exercises to, again to have stress and more, right, and every time put your body in stress on the training. You can do that increasing amount of reps and sets. But when you increase for example amount of reps over 20, it's already about not about power but about endurance work. About 12, 15 is gonna be okay. About reps, about sets, main uh sure. um all the main articles about hypertrophy say that 5 is gonna be the best. And yeah, of course, I didn't tell that uh, I wanted, but didn't tell that the main thing that you should have proficit of the calories, right? If you don't have enough protein and not enough overall amount of food, you won't grow probably, right? When should I stretch after or before workout? What was the best dynamic or static stretch? Well, for both questions, it depends. It depends on many factors. So, if we are talking about the specific stretching, for example, for a handstand, the answer will be one. If we talk about overall stretching for whole body stretching, right, legs and body and torso, it's gonna be different answer. So clarify it. About dynamic or static stretch, the best is combination of both. Dynamic is the best for one thing, and static is for the other thing. But combination will solve 100% of your needs and cover 100% of your needs. Come to a K for workshop. I glad to come, but you know now it's kind of it's hard and kind of impossible for me to go somewhere. Do you recommend cardio and reps with skills and power moves? No, cardio and reps with skills and power. You mean should you include cardio for improving your power moves and skills? No, it's not needed. You can include cardio just to lower overall uh, body fat, for example, but it should be together with the diet, definitely. And of course, this will work on your skills and power moves abilities. But straight There is no straight links. Uh, the next one about solid full planche. I'm about, I'm training, of course. I have kind of, it's not an injury, it's just a back problem, and actually it's huge. Dealing with this, training a little bit for aesthetic, mainly for basics, and of course main focus is for coaching. So it's, I put a lot of effort and power on it, as you can see probably here and also in my different resources. uh, and that's why there is no so much time to just being obsessed with trainings, especially elements. You know that it takes so much time. I'm about helping people to solve their problems, to reach their tricks, elements, and stuff. So I'm about getting better as a coach than as a athlete, and that's the main thing you should know. How do all the front lever with the straight elbows can hold, but elbows a little bent? It's totally okay if you are just a beginner or not focusing on front lever for a while, or just don't really want to focus on it too much. Because with straight elbows, it's definitely harder. What I can say about that, just increase time of hold with the form you can. If it's just an elbows and all the other body is straight, it's totally fine that you have just slightly bent elbows. With the time when you can hold this position over 8 seconds, you will easily unbend your elbows. In comparison with a planche, of course, if we are talking about planche, you definitely need to work on straight elbows straight away, straight from the basics. But in the front lever, when you have this gravity help, you don't need to focus on it, because it will be really easy when you have enough power to just unbend them, release them, and just, you know, leave them to leave them in the hands of gravity. You think it's good to train some weeks with high volume and medium intensity, and some weeks with high? Yes, yes. It's definitely a way. I don't like just for myself, but for some of my online students, I use this method, and it works well. Um Sometimes, when I know, as a trainer, I know when it's needed. It based on different factors. It based on many actually factors, from volume of overall training to goals and body types. Not a calisthenics question, but how to study with full concentration. Heard that you have physics degree. How to manage both calisthenics and study. Actually, I have really tough education, because sometimes we had uh, study from like 8 to 8, but PM, and so it's like, it's 12 12 hours of studying. And of course, it affects anyways, it affects on your sport things. And it's about uh, how to say it. Let me think. I definitely trained, and I even trained at night sometimes, when I was really obsessed with the calisthenics, and I definitely did find time for calisthenics training. But sometimes you just need to find a priority. If study is your priority, is good. And you just say, okay, this is tough year for me to study. I need to overcome it, and I'll do like 2 days of training. But in those 2 days and few hours you put for training, you don't think about education, you don't think about anything else, you totally focus, and then you just do all your work with the training, and then get back with your um, main focus thing for this year. Then when you already get better with studying, and you get better and more confident, for example, on third year of your education, you can just change your focus a little bit, add some trainings, and so on and so on. But in my experience, as I said, when you have this um, obsession, how to say it more, like, when you really really like what you are doing, and this is just a hobby, then you will find a time anyways, because anyways you need some rest, even if you are studying medicine or physics or whatever difficult it is. You just need time for rest, and you can use calisthenics as a rest, uh, mentally, of course, not physically. Are you going to compete again? No, 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 no. I already competed a lot, and it's really time, money, and energy consuming. So it's a full time job. Those reels with dogs, crazy. Uh, what's the hardest move you did in calisthenics? I think it's close to impossible with those extra, mm, how to say it, with extra lever under your wrist on the Sweden, like horizontal Sweden wall, right? There, just go down and then push back to Maltese, for example. I don't know, it's already a combination, not just a one trick. But anyways, it was hard. How much would you take? How much it would take from tuck to planche with open legs? That's gonna be about our next in the next video. We'll check how to open correctly and how to work with your core without using your extensors of your spine. Really nice stem. Uh, about how much time, it definitely depends on your abilities, time you spend on training, your height, weight, and many, many different things. So no one, of course, it's if it's a good certified trainer, no one will tell you correct or certain amount of time, even plus minus 1 month or 2 months. It's hard. Usually it's about a year. So, but it could be half of the year, and it could be 3 years. Does lifting weights help with the calisthenics? If you lift weights, the, for- like if you lift weights specifically for something, for example, specifically for planche with straight elbows, you do front raises, definitely yes. But if it's just a normal deadlifting where you train all your body and especially legs for getting bigger, it will be most common hinder you with a progress in calisthenics. All right, so two more questions. Today's session was quite nice, and hopefully I'll see you next weekend. Uh, the most important question: where is Orbit? Orbit is here. He is just outside. I'm living in a village now, in a house here in the forest, quite really quiet place in nature. And Orbit is totally happy. He is just outside. It's freezing already, and he is totally fine there, chilling, sleeping, doing dog stuff, stealing socks, eating shit. All right, so one more. Let me check what's the best one. Oh, that's pretty nice question. Do you do every rap with the perfect form? What do you think about raps with a bit cheating? Depends on exercise, but I definitely in cheating, definitely, because when I work with some extra weights, and I do know that I'm not gonna make it, but I need to overcome this Rubicon, this point. I can help a little bit with my legs when I do dips, for example. I can stay on the ground, then use my calves, ankles, and just a little bit push myself, and then continue with my arms. And it's pretty nice uh, cheat way. And also with the P bars, I don't think that you should do it straight when you work with some extra weight. Of course, it shouldn't be crazy butterfly thing, and with big extra weight, it's just impossible. But sometimes it's needed. Also about preparing exercises, all the same. Of course, sometimes you need to do it really in perfect form to make a neuromuscular connection for good technique. But sometimes when you just work to overcome some Rubicon again, some that point, you can do cheating and overcome it for the better result, and then you go already for that point with a good technique and go over with a little bit cheating. So again, combination, but smart combination. That's the key. All right, guys, for today, that's it. I want to remind you that the best courses and with the free, uh, what free? I forgot this word, обновление. Yes, of course, with the free updates. With the free updates, you will find on my site, you will see some links now in chat. And of course, you will see links under the video in description. And hopefully I see you next weekend. And it was hard, it was actually hard for my English, so hopefully soon I get used to it, and it will be much better. So see you there.